You know, we saw something posted to Twitter over the weekend that caught our eye, and we weren't the only ones. Idaho Public Television's Logan Finney was apparently perusing the Clearwater Progress, which is the local paper that covers Kooskia, and he found this interesting gem. An Idaho statute from 1963 states there shall be Bible scriptures read to students each school day. The statute is still in existence and needs to be implemented, a Kooskia man tells his local school district. That's what he wrote on Twitter there. Well, that Kooskia man is named Jim Gribble, and he said that phrase at a June 20th board meeting of the Mountain View School District in Grangeville. However, Mr. Gribble said while a lot of people joined the meeting over Zoom, and here we are more than 2 years after we were all introduced to that meeting app, some still haven't quite figured out how to use the mute button. Well, Mr. Gribble was the one person who signed up to publicly testify in person.
Title 3 statute.
Yep.
Statute 33-1604. It was implemented in 1963, and it states that there will be scriptures of the Bible read in the morning as well as prayer.
How does it go?
Without interpretation or commentary. Reading and
Oh, cool.
the statute is still in existence. Needs to be implemented.
Okay.
Information
You put the
is
bricks
passed
there?
along to every school board in the state of Idaho.
Sounded like there was a mom talking to her kid, I think, at the other end of that Zoom, but you can kind of make out what Mr. Gribble was saying there, right? That's why we had the words on the screen. Well, Mr. Gribble went on to share his opinion that this statute he referred to, well, he wanted it enforced and implemented not only in the Mountain View School District, but in schools across the state. This separation of church and state has gone too far and has had its day, he said. Well, we had to know if that was still true, and it is, kinda. Here's the code he's talking about. As he mentioned, 33-1604. It says, selections from the Bible to be chosen from a list prepared from time to time by the State Board of Education shall be read daily to each occupied classroom in each school district. Such reading shall be without comment or interpretation. Any question by any pupil shall be referred for answer to the parent or the guardian. So don't talk to the teachers about it. Don't even ask the principal about it. You got a problem, go talk to your parents about it, but we're going to read you some scripture. Well, Mr. Gribble was right. It was adopted in 1963. However, that law was ruled unconstitutional a year later by the U.S. District Court of Idaho. The court said the statute conflicted with the First and 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution, as well as Articles 1 and 9, I believe, of the Idaho State Constitution. So that law was deemed invalid and unenforceable on July 24th, 1964, which is why Idaho schools have not implemented prayer or Bible scriptures being read in classrooms daily, nor will they likely ever again.